And you never asked her again?
What does it matter? She was always high on something.
How do you mean that?
She'd show up out of nowhere. Alexa, play On and On by Omicron.
Okay.
He's setting the mood. No, it's cute.
What's going on with you? Are you all right?
Tell me what you like.
Don't change the subject.
How long did this go on?
She disappeared. Stopped responding to my texts and calls. And then I heard that she left the island, was living in Portland somewhere.
When was this?
Well, like 9 months ago. And then it was like 6 months ago she came back.
Did you try to see her? No? But you did see her. The night she disappeared. What happened behind the bar?
She reached out to me. I didn't want anything to do with her.
You met up with her.
You don't understand. She made me do things.
What kind of things? CJ.
CJ，我同律師傾過㗎啦，你咩都冇同佢哋講。My son doesn't have to answer any question.
This is in his best interest.
Is he under arrest?
No.
You have no proof of anything. 快啲啦，我哋走得啦。
Mr. Lamb, hang on. Give me a second, will you? Not telling his side of the story. It's going to draw more attention to your family.
I'll be the one to decide how to protect my family.
I don't get it. Why aren't you arresting him?
We don't have a case. It's a matter of evidence.
His prints were all over her car. What else do you need?
How does he know that?
You got a right to know what's going on.
Colin, I realize that you're feeling the pressure. We're all feeling that, but we just don't have enough to convict. We could charge him, but it'll get thrown out by a judge in 2 days.
But it might make him talk. Percy's out there, and he knows. You got to make him talk.
Well, his father just hired a lawyer, so he's going to talk even less than he was.
But why aren't they cooperating? We've been good to the Lambs. We hired them when nobody else would.
Yeah, I'll go talk to them myself.
You will not.
It doesn't make any sense. Why was Percy showing up at CJ's place?
He's lying. He was after her.
What are you going to do now?
Well, what do you think? You dig into the story, and if he did it, he might eventually confess.
My granddaughter's out there. God knows where.
Well, we've got this rule of law,
The
right?
kid attacked me.
That's the way it works.
His prints were all over her car. He's your guy. And you know it.
We realize that you've taken your personal time to help us. We really appreciate it. And thank you, Lou. Good night, gentlemen.
the ancient lunar goddess danced the world into existence and then danced it through its cycles of destruction and death. Her creative process is represented by the Ouroboros, the snake swallowing its own tail. Percy underlined all of that.
You know, when I met her down at the wharf, she was grounded and seemed wise. She did not seem like somebody who was thinking about taking herself out, if that's what she did.
Have you ever thought about ending it?
Why are you asking me that?
Well, I think Camus said the only real philosophical question is suicide. You either accept the absurdity of life or you opt out. I feel like we all have moments when we're fighting ourselves, when ourselves just become unbearable. I certainly did. About 10 years ago, it was in the aftermath of one of my misguided flings, and I couldn't paint. And I just felt weighed down. I was just trapped with all this self-disgust. And I thought about it. The possibility was there in my mind.
Then something changed?